Jenga Boy sticks behind. Brad is looking to get past. 1/10 of gap. Chimp gets past Fresh, just behind on the main straight. Scornsy looking to get past as well. Doesn't do it. The two Ferraris have had a very bad race at the moment. P15 picks P16 for them. Not too sure what's happened there. Just bad strategies, bad. It's not been smooth sailing for them. They've both been caught up in incidents that weren't their fault. But Poole will be down. Maybe to P3. I think P2. Trent's gone back to back. Yeah, 8/10 the gap now to Revit. He'll be coming round to the final corner now. Poole had an 11 gap to Jenga Boy. So Jenga Boy, after this, it was a P3, which is 15 points. The gap was 11. He will take the championship lead with a podium here. So Jenga Boy looking to take the lead. Trent now round the final chicane. Trent takes the victory in Belgium. What a race. Revit P2. Jenga Boy P3. Trent goes back to back. Bradders the F2 drivers P4. Chimp P5. Great battling from the top four. Great racing. A lot of respect between these drivers. Clipsy gets up to P8 before the final chicane. That's the most you'll be able to do unless he storms up the inside. 2 seconds back on Scornsy, so down the inside. Great racing. Trent does go back to back. The two tracks he was confident with, the two tracks he said he needed to win, to be in the championship fight, and he has won them. 27, I believe he was back from Poole, so he'll be 2 points back from Poole now after this. Poole down to P2 in the constructors. Jenga Boy takes the championship lead off of Poole. Last race, Poole had a 26-point gap. Now it's down. Now Jenga Boy's taken the lead, and he's got a 6-point gap to Poole. So how things can turn in the last two races if they don't go your way. Poole takes fastest lap on the last lap. That won't be a point for him because he's outside the top 10, but what a race. One shot quali, never interesting because it's only one shot quali. But the sprint, 8-lap sprint, driver of the day goes to Clipsy after climbing from the back of the grid to the top, gets caught up in an incident, back to the bottom. Great races. The podium contenders come out now. What a race. Your results: Trent wins. Trent wins the race. Revit P2, Jenga Boy P3, takes the championship lead, as I said, off of Poole. Brothers P4, Chimp P5, Fresh P6, Scornsy P7, Clipsy P8, Adrake P9, Grimmick P10, which rounds off the points. And underneath the points, P11 goes to Robert, Chesney Reese P12. Not a great showing from him. 43.9 fastest lap for him, but he didn't get the fastest lap. Not too far off, 7/10 off Poole. But he was on those fresh softs a couple of laps before. Chesney Reese P12. Speed at P13. Poole in the Ferrari, championship leader going into this race, finishes the race in P14. Fastest lap, won't get a point though because he's not in the top 10 unfortunately for him. Charlie Krishna, bad showing for her, down in P15. Constella, the other Ferrari, down in P16. So the Andrilla P17. So Ferrari's constructors lead is now under threat by Haas. And what I've already forgotten, I believe it's Alpine. It is. So Haas and Alpine looking for that constructors. Three drivers looking for that World Drivers' Championship in season 10. Great racing from everybody. A few mishaps here and there with not too clean moves. But we'll see what can happen. I can't talk English at the moment. I've been shouting at my screen for an hour and 15 minutes. But great racing. A lot of respect between the top four at least. Further back, some questionable moves. Some clean moves around the chicane. Leaving a lot of space. But yeah. That's been HOR, House of Racing, Belgium. Round 7 season, whatever season it is. Round 7 of, it is season 9, not season 10. Round 7 of season 9. Thank you everyone for tuning in, getting involved in the chat. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you all next week for whatever track it is. Give me a second, I've already forgotten. I literally just looked a minute ago. See you all next week for China, so that could be an interesting one. One big DRS, probably a big DRS train the whole race, to be honest. One really overtaking spot, maybe into turn 1, if not into the penultimate corner of the racetrack. But yeah, appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for China.